Welcome back guys to the last and the most important video of this playlist. As I promised, in this video I'll be talking about how to automate the Doji pattern trading strategy using Dhan API and also the Talib library that we have used in the last video as well. For the people who don't know what is Doji, basically it's a pattern, it's a candle where it is expected that there will be a trend reversal, although there is no guarantee of that. But as per this one, we will make a strategy where a doji, whenever there is a doji candle, we will place a buy or a sell order on the basis of downward trend or the upward trend in the market. If there is a downward trend and there is a doji pattern, then we'll place a buy order. If there was an upward trend and there is a doji pattern, then we'll place a sell order. So this is a simple strategy. So let's do it. As in the last video, I am going to use Talib library. So let's import Talib here. Now, if you remember, in the last video, we used SMA, which is simple moving average, and we made the entire intraday DF, right? So let's check what is intraday DF right now. This is the one. So what I'm going to do here is, let's just remove all this SMA columns here. So I'll go back to the function where I created the SMAs, where I created the historical 1 minute interval candles. So let me just run it again. So I'll recreate the intraday DF. Let me come back to our code and let's run this one now. Perfect. Now in this we will have some columns that would refer to doji pattern, and the last column, which would be the position column here as well, will refer to the buy or the sell conditions, right? Perfect. So let's see what Talib dot and if I refer to the function list, let's see what is the actual function here, which is CDL Doji. I'll just copy this one. Let's come back to this. Open the parenthesis. So for this, we need open, high, low, and close. So CD intraday DF open, second one would be high, low, and close. Let's see what do we get. Perfect. Now this is, let's see, actually let's convert it into list format and see what is the final output. So basically it's 0 or 100. Whenever there is 100, it means there's a doji candle over there. It doesn't tell you it's a buy signal doji candle or a sell signal doji candle. This is something that we'll have to work on, but this is actually giving us an indication on the doji pattern that is actually being recognized in the trading candles. So let's just go back here and provide it as a different column in the intraday DF data frame that we have already built. So let me just copy this one. And this one would be doji, right? If we run this intraday DF now, we'll see a column on doji here. Now we'll have to figure out a way to capture whether it's a downtrend or the upward trend. So what I'm going to do here is, I'll see what has happened since last 5 candles. If the current close is less than the 5 minutes back close, then in that case we'll say that there's a downward trend. And if the current close is more than the 5 minutes back close, so it's an upward trend. So I'm going to get a difference of the candle that we have right now and the candle that we had 5 minutes back, right? Which is this one. Intraday difference, I'm making another column here, and I'm actually just subtracting the close price with the close price, which shift and then in brackets 5. So it is actually, it will subtract it with the close price 5 intervals back. Let's run this and run the intraday DF as well. We'll definitely see some NANs, so I'll have to remove them as well. So intraday DF dot drop NA in place is equal to true. Perfect. Now we just need to focus on the candles where the Doji value is 100, because that is only the Doji candle. So I'll just multiply, I'll introduce a temp column, which is temporary column, and multiply the Doji column with the difference one. So if there is 0 in the Doji column, then it will be 0 after multiplication as well. If there is 100, then there will be some value either in positive or negative. If it is a positive number after multiplication, that's a buy order. If it's a negative number, that's a sell order. So if I run this one, I'll have another column in the end here, which would be either 0, right, or a positive or the negative number. So yes, let's make a basic for loop here, where actually I'm going through all different iterations on intraday, DF and the temp column. And if it is more than 1, because I could see that there is a very small amount of negative as well, it's minus 0.0, which doesn't make sense although, but actually I'm looking, if it's more than 1, then give me a buy. If it's less than -1, then give me a sell. And I'm actually appending everything in an empty list over here, and in the end I'll have the entire list. So if I run this particular cell and see what is position temp, for example, let me open a new cell here. If I run this cell, then I can see there are some buy and sell orders over here depending on the Doji pattern that has happened here. So the last segment of this particular data frame would be that we will integrate this with the data frame that we have already created, which is intraday DF. So I am actually creating another column which is position, and it is basically position temp that we have already made, which is the list. And let's see, let's take out first 30 signals that we have. So yes, we have got our final position here. There were some buy signals in the beginning, some sell signals as well, and yes, this is how we can actually make trading buy or sell calls using the Doji pattern as well. Now again, in order to do it in the real-time world, we'll have to do it on real-time basis as well. So we'll have to make some for loop, some while loop, etc. But this one is actually done on the historical data. So yes guys, this is the last video of this playlist. In this entire playlist, we have explored the entire Dhan API, which covers a lot of things like placing the orders, like buy order, sell order, CO, which is covered order, BO, which is bracket order, modifying the order, cancelling the order, things like what is my position size, my fund information, taking out the historical data, and also some functions to analyze our trades like trade book or order details. So yes guys, thank you so much for watching this entire playlist, and I'm so happy that you are watching this particular segment, because if you're watching this, you have watched the entire playlist. Congratulations on that. And stay tuned to Dhan's YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell icon, and there are a lot of amazing stuff that will be uploaded on this particular YouTube channel, and I bet you that you will not regret even 1 second spending on this YouTube channel. So thank you so much. Bye bye, and we'll see you in the next playlist.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.